How much control of information should there be, and by whom? And how can false information be effectively challenged? And what if that false information is coming from companies or from governments?
We're at a moment where the social media platforms have to step forward and recognize the moment to assert that they're a technology platform and not a broadcaster is over. They, in fact, have to be a participant in broadcasting accurate information and partnering with the scientific and health communities to counterweight, if not flood the zone, of accurate information, because to put the genie back in the bottle of the misinformation and disinformation is nigh impossible.
One thing we haven't spoken about, and I'm wondering whether it's time to talk about this, is a step up from the part of the governments on enforcement actions against fake news.
My team has been monitoring the public response, and on various social media channels and cable networks there's been some conspiracy theories that are around about the potential that pharmaceutical companies or the UN have released this for their own benefit. So as we move forward, obviously trust in pharmaceuticals and government is very important at this moment. And so as we move forward with developing the right scenarios, we have to make sure that the public communication is a major part of that because of these conspiracy theories.
So they're talking about how they're gonna handle the problem of mis and disinformation, the conspiracy theories, that come out when they present their little hoax to the world. Because they know that if the conspiracy theory bottle gets opened, they can't close it. That's what the man said. So that'd be a big problem, if people who aren't partnered with the scientific community put information out there and people read it and think about it and consider it, make up their own goddamn minds. See, these people want to act like the scientific community is a community of people who are superior. And they aren't. They're just people who went to college and earned a license to practice a profession that would normally be illegal. By doing so, they're obligated to the grantors of the license because they owe hundreds of thousands of dollars to the college, and they have mortgage, car payments, and wife and kids to pay for. They're not going to jeopardize all that hard work to not go along with the agenda. So it's ironic that at the same time these people are going to talk about how the slaves, the peons, the cattle, they have to trust the government and the medical system. They have to trust them, because if they don't trust them, then the plan won't work, because no one will understand it, submit to it. But how are you going to trust the government and a medical system that sit here on camera just a year ago conspiring to suppress all the information that doesn't come from news sources who are partnered with the scientific community? So you're supposed to trust them, but they admit that they're going to censor people and suppress information and talk about how different governments can punish people for speaking and writing. It's just a year ago. Just like how 9/11 went off just a year after the Project for a New American Century decided they needed a new Pearl Harbor event to get people to submit to their will. Yeah.